Sometimes we have this feeling of being afraid of just being happy. There are times that we look up on the mirror and realize how frustrated we are because of the consequences of having this happiness. This somewhat cycle of happy, then sad, then happy again is just a little bit weary. Nakakapagod. Cherophobia is the fear of being happy. And this one is so common. People who have this are not necessarily sad and lonely. But you can say that they don't usually take part in fun activities. They try their best to be just neutral. Alam mo yung di ka masaya pero di ka rin naman malungkot. Ganong feeling. Yung tipo na kapag kinamusta ka ng kaibigan mo, nasasabi mo na lang ay, okay lang. Ito, walang pinagbago. People who have this anxiety starts to panic when things become too good to be true. They start to claim that something worse is gonna get back at them, which is probably one of the causes why it happened, because they are already keeping it in their minds. It is somehow in the concept of you have to pay the price for being happy, and for you to do it, you have to experience a bigger sadness. With this mindset, maraming taong natatakot na sumugal at sumubok sa panibagong kasiyahan. A little clarification lang ha. Not all people who are experiencing cherophobia are always scared of happiness. I mean, who would really dislike happiness? These people are just a little concerned about the bad thing that will happen next. Sa buhay, madali naman talagang sabihin ng mga bagay-bagay. Sa mga broken-hearted, mag-move on ka na Brad. Sa mga nahihiya, go out of your comfort zone girl. Pero yung actions, yung process, yung steps, dyan ata tayo hindi magkakaintindihan. Gayunpaman, there are small things which incorporated into our daily lives that can lead us to the path of happiness. Remember, there is much treasure within you than the world could offer. So better keep your act straight and listen carefully, because I'm about to give you the small actions that could make you the happier you. 1. Choose happiness. Ito ang isang bagay na dapat mong unahin. Paano mo naman makakamta ng isang kasiyahan kung di mo ito pinipili? Don't let fear stop you from taking your path of happiness. Yung ikinababagabag ng isip mo na kalungkutan pagkatapos ng kasiyahan? Ito ay isang pawang anxiety attack lang. You cannot let this ruin your supposed happiness. Choose it. God has prepared an abundance of good things here on earth. You better enjoy it. But how? First, choose it. 2. Create a positive mindset. Happiness depends on how you view things. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit napakahalagang magkaroon ng isang positibong perspektibo sa buhay. It is very important to start focusing on whatever blessings that we have, even with small things. There are things that we took for granted kung kaya ay nakakalimutan na rin natin magpasalamat at maging masaya rito. Buhay ka, malakas, busog, may tirahan, may pamilya at mga kaibigan. Creating a positive mindset has also been key to stress management. Less stress, less sakit ng ulo, which means you have more reason to be happy. Creating a positive mindset does not necessarily mean you are denying negative emotions. Of course, you still have to deal with it. Walang magandang idudulot kung tatakbuhan mo lang ito. But having a positive mindset gives you the ability to focus on the bright side. For you to be happier, you have to create a new way of thinking. So leave all your insecurities and doubts in life and just focus on your strength and talents. 3. Stop comparing yourself to others. Sa anumang bagay, you should stop comparing. If you will continue to stare at the mirror questioning why others are more beautiful than you better take a second look. Look within. For you are beautiful in your own way. Everyone is. Keep that in mind. If you will continue to degrade yourself just because of mukhang mas successful siya kaysa sa'yo, you better stop right now. Every one of us has a journey. Maaaring mabilis siya, maaaring mabagal ka, pero dito nangangahulugan na wala kang patutunguhan. You have a bright future. He prepared it perfectly just for you. Just keep your own pace. You must keep in mind that it is unfair for both of you to compare. Why? Simply because you and them may not be on the same track, may not be in the same chapter in life. Kung may natatanging tao sa mundo ang dapat mong pagkumparahan, ito ay ang tao sa salamin. Check if you improved. Check if you managed to meet your goals. You need to stop comparing yourself to others, to stop pretending whether you are happy or not, and to stop living the path of life that was not originally yours. 4. Do not focus on worldly things. It would be a lie if we say that we are not wanting the luxury of life. We can't help but be amazed by how good the new iPhone was that we end up working for a month or two just to get it. There are people who would even go to a loan that they can't even afford just to get the new model of car. Sometimes, people get burned out in life because they are always after worldly things. Hindi masama ang maghangad. We all have our dreams, right? At madalas, kasama dito ang ating wants. Pero make sure to not live your life just for it. Di mo madadala sa hukay ang yaman. The excitement they bring lasts only for a moment, sapagkat may panibagong model ang hihigit pa rin dito. Things like this should not be the main source of your happiness. Lastly, pray. When all those four seem to not work, let your prayer do the work. This serves as a bridge that brings peace, victory, strength, joy, healing, unity, and hope. It is so powerful that it can even make you understand life. This connection that we have with our Lord gives us the chance to understand why life is sometimes harsh. Why is it sometimes hard? Ito ang nagbibigay sa atin ng lakas ng loob na isang panibagong araw ang darating na may mga pagpapala. Praying gives you the understanding that you need. Praying allows you to let God hear your heart. Praying gives you a lot of reasons to be happy. Reasons to settle for joy. Maybe happiness is a little complicated than what we all think. However, this happiness we are talking about is innate. Nandyan lang siya sa loob mo. Hindi mo kailangang habulin ng mundo para lang sa kasiyahang ipinangako nito. Sapagkat this emotion that is capable of doing big things in life has always been in your soul. Don't ever be afraid to unlock it. Pursuing happiness doesn't necessarily mean there will be no sadness. Of course there will be. Sadness and happiness are always bound to be together. That's how we know there is happiness because we experience sadness. The reason why we have this joy is that we had agonized over something. Not being afraid to be too happy is like pursuing happiness, in the way that you already start to look forward to the rainbow even if the rain just started. At some point, we are all contented over the things that contradict what I have just said. But take note, you should never sacrifice your true joy just because you're afraid to be happy. Make your stay here on earth worthwhile by having the courage to experience joy and even the saddest moments in life. In that way, you could say you had lived a happier life. Happy are the people whose God is the Lord. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance.